Hello and welcome to Get Inspired with Innovate at the Innovation Kitchen in Wigan. Throughout the course of this series, we'll be taking you on a journey to tantalize your taste buds and fuel your culinary fire. Along the way, we're going to be collaborating with some very special guests, showcasing the best of what our Middleby equipment can do. So strap yourself in and get inspired.
Hi Jude.
Hi Paul, how are you?
Very well, and welcome back to our kitchen. It's great to have you back here again today. And again, experiencing the Josper, which we've got going in the background. So just talk through to me, what are we actually going to be making today, please?
Well, this is a mega dish, this one. As you can see, there's a lot of ingredients. Firstly, sorry, thank you for inviting me.
No, that's fine, absolutely. You're more than welcome, as you know. So it is lovely. And I think that's the point. I'm actually a bit overwhelmed at all of these lovely ingredients we've got here. And some of them, which for me are some of the first time for actually seeing them. So I'm really, really interested in what we're going to do.
Well, this kind of dish is, it's called the Laksa. So this is my, I guess you'd say it's my family kind of dish. So my mum's Malaysian Chinese. So this dish is called Laksa Nonya, which is a seafood curry. In fact, you can do whatever you want with this. You can have chicken in there. You can have
right.
But essentially, it's a curry sauce with whatever ingredients you want. But this one, it's gonna be all about Cornwall. So it's the best project.
Well, being though you are from Cornwall and with the restaurant down there and everything, I'd expect nothing more actually. So it's I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with as well. So
hopefully I can do it justice. So,
I'm sure you will.
I'm sure you will watch this and go, that's not how I used to.
Well, that's what mums do. That's what mums do. We're always going to be their child. So that's the way it's going to go. So where do we want to start then?
So what we want to start with is making the paste.
Okay.
And you can see here, there's so many different ingredients.
Yep.
We're going to need a blender.
Okay.
Which you've kindly produced for us.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is just grab everything. Because I don't know how to. Oh,
there we go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you very much, Paul. Please don't tell me there's it's a release button on this.
Oh yeah, it's all.
I can read. Don't worry. It's not true what they say about every chef. There we go. So what we're going to do is I'm going to keep our little blender jug here. I'm going to go through the ingredients.
Right.
So what we do have here, as I said, we've got some dried shrimp.
Okay.
Which we're just going to, it's been strained in warm water.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to put this, just strain off that.
Do we have, yeah.
So these, because they've been strained off, they're really quite intense. There's
they've actually got a really nice aroma from them as well, isn't it? So
absolutely.
Yeah. So would these be normally sort of like sun dried, or where they
all sun dried?
Yeah,
everything's sun dried, and it's quite amazing because we make this here is the shrimp paste.
Okay.
Which if you've been through past how they Malaysia, Southeast Asia, that's where most of the prawns are produced.
Yep.
But some of the places where they process this shrimp paste, I mean, have you smelled this before?
No, I haven't. So it's
really pokey. Okay, be
warned.
Okay. Be warned.
Oh wow,
it's not
really concentrated, isn't it?
Absolutely. So these are all the shells and bits of prawns that they're sun dried and then blended and made into this paste, and that's what really gives us all that really depth of flavour. That so this is kind of like a solid form of a garum in a sense, or something that is for me essential for all these Asian ingredients. Yeah. So here we've got these little shrimps. And here we've got some 10 long chilies, which have been soaked in warm water.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep a little bit of the water there, and I'm going to, in case the paste needs some more liquid.
Okay, so we can use that back in as well. So obviously where it's been soaked, that's got some flavour in it as well, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Yep. So, I mean, these are so many ingredients. So we're going to start going through them and chopping them up a little bit.
Okay.
So we have some coriander root, and the root being super, super punchy.
Yeah, this was a new one for me as well. It's something that's
you can smell the
how it's really strong, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
So that's going in. There's some very flashy fandangle blender you've got.
It's very much so, isn't it? Yeah,
hopefully
very much.
It's gonna work.
Hopefully, it's going to do its job. Let's hope so. Yeah, as well. So a couple of shallots.
A couple of shallots, but our shallots are going to get one more actually.
Yeah.
Put that in there.
So when we're making this paste up, Jude, that we're doing now, if you did this as sort of part of your prep or mise en place, could you keep that paste then in the refrigerator for a while?
Absolutely. It will last up to a week in the refrigerator. So what you want to do is freeze it down. I mean, or even put them into ice cube holders. Make it some, what do you call it? Ice cube tray. And then you can use that, and it's going to be
because it looks like by the time you put all these ingredients together, you're going to end up with quite a bit of paste. But
a lot, yeah.
Would this normally be quite a big dish though for the family? So you'd use, it's quite a a lot of guests around and things like that, maybe, and sort of a celebration type dish?
Absolutely. I mean, this is part of a staple, really, in Malaysia. But for me, it's part of a celebration. This is what my family would make for a celebration.
Yeah, so when family, friends get together, it's
absolutely.
Food's really important. I think food is about coming together, celebrating, and sort of it's that time to relax and chill and.
Absolutely. Breaking bread, as we say.
Absolutely,
I come from the youngest of, I'm the youngest, sorry, of 5 children. So
okay.
Siblings. And for me to get my voice heard, we used to sit down for dinner and we always be asked, how was your day? So it's the only time I'll get heard by my brothers and sisters.
Right.
The youngest. So.
Okay. And it's actually something I think that's lovely. And as families now, very often we don't get that opportunity to do that. So it's really, it's an important time actually to sit down and do that. So, yeah.
And here we've got some ginger.
And ginger.
We've got some lemongrass.
Okay. So many lovely, and some of these flavours individually are quite strong on their own, aren't they?
Just everything's super fragrant and punchy.
Yeah.
This is galangal.
Yeah.
Another root vegetable.
Yeah.
Zutu. Some lime leaves. These are going in. Put these in here.
Very nice.
Actually, while we're doing this, I'm going to put these in. I'm going to just use this tray. I'm going to toast off this shrimp paste. Sorry.
Okay.
Shrimp paste. That's going to go into the oven. And we're going to put it in with some ground cumin, ground coriander, and some ground turmeric. There we go.
And you're just going to toast this off. So this is going to help just bring those flavours out, just extract those flavours a bit more.
Absolutely right. That's what we're after. So we're going to put these in. There we go. And I've also got some fresh turmeric root, which you were so kind to source for me.
No problem at all.
How you source this all is absolutely brilliant. So that's
well, it did take us a little bit of time. There's me and a colleague, and we actually went and got these things. And it was a really exciting opportunity for us to look at some of the ingredients and things that we don't actually use sometimes. So for me, this is really exciting.
Great. So in here we've got some kaffir lime leaves. Do you use these at all?
I have used them, I think, once or twice before.
Again, it's just
they're really nice.
Yeah, got it. It's so
absolutely
fresh, delicious.
Yeah, really nice.
And it goes.
Yeah, wonderful.
This is some peeled garlic, so I've got 6 of those.
Yeah.
I've also got some cashew nuts. So in Asia, you'll probably use candle nuts.
Right.
You can use macadamias, but for me, I'm going to use some cashews because that's what we've got available.
Right.
You could have got some macadamias, but I think these are just as good. Yeah. There we go. So
now, if you had someone that was allergic to nuts,
yes,
we could probably do the dish without it.
Yeah,
or
absolutely. Just leave it out.
Just leave it out. It's nothing to sort of substitute. We could just leave it out. Okay.
For me, to be authentic as possible is the best thing, but obviously this is still going to be super enjoyable by
absolutely. Shall I take that from me, chef? And just...
Thank you very much.
That's great.
Now, this is the scary bit to see if this all blends up. We're just going to pop in a little bit of fish sauce in here.
Okay, and again, that's probably got a little bit of an edge of a saltiness in there that's going to bring a bit more flavour in there as well, yeah?
Absolutely, and the umami, and a bit of sesame oil. So I'm using this, I could use sesame oil or peanut oil.
Okay.
Today I'm using sesame oil, and this will hopefully help add that little bit of liquid that we want. Just to
blend it and bind it together, yeah?
So it's nice and smooth.
Yeah.
It's just right.
Okay, so that's the spices,
That's the spices. There we go. Okay. In it goes. Get rid of that bit of blue paper. Let's hope this will blend nicely. If not, I've got a little bit of liquid that'll help it to make it into a paste.
Yeah. Okay, do you want me to take that dish?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Now, to work this out. It's blended. Brilliant. And here it is. So that could be, let's have a look.
It really does look quite smooth, doesn't it?
It does. I'm not here to promote Ninja, but it was good.
It was very good, yeah.
So here we go. Here's a paste.
You know what? That looks amazing, doesn't it?
It does look amazing. So what we want to do now, and sorry. So what we want to do now is put this into a pan and fry it off, and release all those aromatic flavors in there.
Yeah, and that's quite an important process to actually just let that fry off a little bit, yeah?
It is indeed. So what we have here, that's the paste. Here is something that we made earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Is that on? There we go.
There we go. Yeah,
It's on.
It's on.
Perfect. So we've got a bit of
Okay.
that paste. We're going to actually add a bit of this one in.
Right, as well. I'll tell you what, Chef, I'll just move that out of the way for a second.
Sure. So we're adding this paste into here and we're going to fry that off. Let's pop the extra stuff here. So that's the biggest process of this. So if you make a load of this and then put it away into little cubes, or you can have it for a long time.
Would you fry it off here like to this stage and then take it to freeze it? Cook it
No. I'll leave it as it is.
Yeah.
You want all those lovely flavour and
So
aromatic.
freeze it as a raw paste and then to take it from there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Here
Yeah.
we go. We're just going to take this up like that. So this is going to cook out all the, those raw flavours. That's all we're doing. So I put a little bit of oil in here
Yeah.
and the paste. That's it. And all we're going to add to this now is, if you had a really good prawn stock, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Once this is cooked out, and then some coconut milk. So that's where we're going to be.
Really?
But
So
this,
yeah.
I'm just going to use, because it's so much flavour in this. I'm going to use the fish sauce. We've got the shrimp paste, got all these.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually bring it down with a little bit of water, because
Okay.
you don't
yeah,
always
otherwise
need
it could be a little bit too strong. Yeah.
a little bit too
Yeah.
picky.
Yeah.
Rightio, so I'll leave this open. So
Yeah.
I've learned about that.
I know. It's we just want to make sure that that's yeah.
So what we need to do now is a little bit of the garnish. So
Right.
just wash this knife. So the garnish is got some stuff here. We have some fish balls, very
Okay.
traditional.
Yes.
We've got some deep fried tofu. This deep fried tofu is amazing stuff, because once you put it into any soup or this laksa, it just soaks up all the flavors.
So it's literally like a carrier, really, then, isn't it? It just takes it on.
Absolutely. So just
Yeah.
give this a little stir, maybe turn that
And it
down a
also
little.
probably gives a little more texture and it bulks the dish out as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. But you're not going to need to bulk this dish up, because
No.
you have given me Neptune's catch, basically, of seafood.
I was going to say, we really have got a decent fish larder here today, so it's really exciting, yeah.
Absolutely. So I've got red pepper.
Yep.
We're just going to de-seed that. Sorry, it's been that. We're just going to dice it up. How's that look?
I'm just going to have a bit of a stir, Chef, to have a look, because it's actually looking really nice, actually.
Good.
Can I just say, the actual aromas that's coming off this is when you really could do with it actually coming through the camera, actually, because that is absolutely beautiful.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's what we need.
Really nice.
Smell-o-vision.
Yes, smelly-vision, yeah.
Which would be quite good. Not in
Really
every case, of course. You don't want smell-o-vision in everything.
No, but that's really, really good. So we've got the noodles and the eggs there. There you go, Chef.
So we've got some yellow noodles. We've got some. These eggs have been cooked like 7 minutes and 10 seconds. So they've just been boiled. So they're going to sit into the curry. So I'm just going to peel one.
Yep.
Here. Thank you. No problem. Thank goodness you're here. So we're going to peel that.
So this is more for a garnish, is it then?
It is, but also any egg in a curry just tastes so good.
It does,
soaks, yeah. It just soaks
Yeah.
all the flavours again.
Very nice.
In here, in this laksa, we've just add a little bit of water into that.
Just to let it down that little bit.
Just
Yep.
let it down now. It's cooked out. It's fried off.
Yeah. And I suppose the same. If we'd let it down a little bit too much, we could just reduce it back down again to get the right consistency. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're just about to add some coconut milk into that after we've done the eggs. So this is where it really starts ramping up with all the ingredients.
Yeah.
So
But once the paste is quite. Once you do all the preparation, you've got it together and you've made it. That's actually
Yes.
really. From there on, it's quite a nice it's quite a straightforward process to a degree. But
it is.
the paste itself, actually making that is.
When I say straightforward, we've got quite a lot of seafood to cook in here.
Oh, I know.
Like I say, you
Yeah.
guys have been really kind to bring me everything. So in here, I'm just going to pick some mint leaves.
Okay.
And these add a real beautiful, fragrant flavour to the dish. Oh, you do have things called laksa leaves or Vietnamese mint, but they weren't available. But, don't be deterred. Use some fresh mint and some coriander,
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely great alternatives. There you go, that's in. And then I've got some fresh coriander as well, some coriander leaves just been picked.
And we're just leaving them nice and whole.
Nice
and just going to put that through the curry, yeah.
Absolutely. So when you take a bite with the noodles, you'll have you'll get a bit of the mint, and you can smell,
I can smell it here now, actually, the freshness of it as well.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
It's given that herbaceous freshness. And
Yeah.
there we go. That'll probably do for the Laksa we're going to have. Just a little bit more mint there, so that's part of the garnish.
Right,
there.
okay.
So we're going to turn this up a little bit, and we're going to add some coconut milk to this.
Okay.
What I'll do, depending, because we've only got a finite amount of coconut milk, what I might do is take a little bit of this paste out until we know how hot it is.
Right, okay.
So, or else, you can't really thin it down. You don't want it too hot. This is a hot dish, though. This is something that's going to be spicy, lip-smackingly, that's herbaceous, it's limey, it's got the spicy, you got all that balance. So
Really good, yeah.
So just going to take a little bit out, just in case.
Yeah, we can always add a little bit more back in, but it's going to be difficult. You're just going to end up with a lot of sauce otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll pop that out. Add our coconut milk into that. There you go, in it goes.
I suppose we've got to be a little bit careful with salt because we've got the fish sauce in there.
Absolutely.
Just got to be a little bit mindful of that.
Absolutely. So for now, I just give it a little season. I want to bring up the temperature, then we'll have a little taste.
Yep.
While we're waiting for this to come to temperature, let's have a look at the.
Should we have a look at what we've got in the fish? So
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
lot. There is a lot.
Okay.
So I'm just going to quickly cut this lime, then I can put that knife away.
Okay. I'll just bring these over here for you, chef, and then we can see what you can actually you've got here to cook. Yeah.
Amazing. So what we have here is some squid tentacles. We've got some scallops. We've got some prawns. We've got some hake. We've got some salmon. We've also got some mussels and clams somewhere. You wouldn't believe that you could actually fit this all in. But here we go.
So we're going to put all of these ingredients that we've already put in the sauce, and now we're going to do this lovely array of fish, yeah?
Absolutely.
So I'm
So this
really
is-
grateful here for our great colleague here, and that's actually managed to source all this for us today as well. So
Brilliant.
it's really good. Yeah.
Amazing. Good job. So this is unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
really good.
we're just going to cook this in the Josper grill, and I've learnt how fast it is. So
Very fast.
yeah, so let's hope I can do it some justice. Amazing. There we go. Brilliant. In you go. Add some peppers into the curry sauce.
Okay.
Well, I'll take this out. I'm actually going to season this with a touch of fish sauce. I'm going to put another.
A little bit more of that in there.
Yeah, 2 more
I'll just
tablespoons.
bring that
I think
over
it
to you,
needs that.
chef, if you
Thank
want
you.
it. Yeah.
Brilliant. There we go. That's out the sauce. Let's check the fish. Wow.
Well, that's it's quite quick, isn't it?
That's really quick. That hakes. Look at that. That's just about there. Salmon. I like my salmon very undercooked,
Yes, I must admit, I like it to be
but not that
just on the
undercooked.
point. Yeah.
Just about there. We're not very far at all. Look at all that.
Yeah,
It's
it's lovely,
cooking
isn't
it
it?
beautifully.
Yeah.
Right. I reckon about 30 seconds with all that. In the meantime, we'll season this up. We're going to turn it up a little bit. Try again now that we've had it's thickened up slightly.
Yeah,
Add
so it looks a little
bit
bit,
of sauce.
thicker, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is absolutely beautiful.
You're saying all the right things.
It really is nice.
Right, here we go. Just going to rest these up here. Obviously a little bit cooler up here. At the top, that fish. Wow. That's looking beautiful. I might pop that up.
And the cookware just carries on. It does carry on cooking for a little bit as well.
You know, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And all the shellfish. So look at those. They're beautiful, aren't they?
They're lovely, aren't they?
So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of this shellfish juice in. That will sweeten up our sauce a little bit. Make sure that's off. I'll reset there. There we go. So we're going to start assembling this dish.
Okay.
See
So this, I mean, we've got a couple of bowls here, but we could have like a big platter or something like this as well, couldn't
Absolutely.
you?
I love huge pans. So look at that. So
Yeah.
it's
Really
beautiful,
nicely
isn't it?
cooked,
You
isn't
can
it?
see how it's
Yep.
really
beautiful.
under on at the bottom, but that is going to cook through. Again, look at that salmon. It's
Yeah.
beautiful inside. Look at that.
Yeah.
Might take that one off there. Look at that.
So that's really nice. We get a nice bit of crispy skin, but it's really nice and
You can see how it's so perfect in there.
Yeah.
Delightful. Right, I'm just going to check those. Make sure everything is out. Just, yeah, everything's.
Yep.
There's so much seafood. You want to make sure you got to
Absolutely.
check on yourself. Here we
Yep.
go. Here's the hake.
I'm just gonna, chef, take that out of your way a second.
Thank you. Wow, that looks delightful, doesn't it?
Does, doesn't it? Yeah. And that in itself is going to add a lot of flavour, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So next we've got the myriad of ingredients. You've got some squid. Squidly diddly. It's beautiful, these prawns. And just delicious. You can smell that butter.
They look lovely, don't they?
They do look beautiful.
They're really nice. You've left the heads on, but you've cleaned them and just taken the shell off the tails and...
Absolutely. Just checking these scallops. Oh my God, they're so plump and fat.
Yeah.
Again, delicious. So, we've now assembled everything, or put everything on the side, and now it's going to assemble the dish.
Okay.
So for me, just making sure that everything's going to be perfectly cooked. That's the key, and the Josper grill's just been amazing. That is delightful. It's good.
It's a lovely piece of equipment to work with, isn't it?
Well, I'm just learning. It's great. So here we go. We're going to put on some fish balls, which is just like a fish paste, basically. And, you'd use the bits of fish, whatever fish you want to do. This one's got lobster in it. You blend the fish together with a bit of water, some tapioca starch, some sesame oil, season it.
And that emulsifies it together and brings it together. We were intrigued, actually, because this was the first time I'd actually seen it, Jude, so
we just add noodles into the sauce. It won't take very long. It's just going to warm that up. We'll get rid of those noodles from me.
Yep, by all means.
Here we go.
You literally are just putting the noodles through, just to gently warm them through.
Just
really.
to warm them through.
Yeah, just
and you
bring it back through.
coat them with that sauce.
Yeah,
Very much like you do with a normal, bowl of pasta as such.
Yeah.
I wouldn't normally do it like this, but I'm not in my own kitchen, so...
But it's good, actually, to show you how you could just do it in the one pot as well. So,
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do. Make it look really awkward.
really.
So here we go. Sauce in. You know what I'd like is a little bit of a slotted spoon if you have one, actually. Okay. Fantastic. So in here, we've got some of these lovely fish balls.
So they don't take very long then to actually bring through, do they?
No,
to temperature?
absolutely not. Well, you want them to be like a couple of minutes. That's what you need. But this is also going to sit in a bowl of hot broth. Okay, here we go. Let's assemble this. Gonna get some mussels in there.
Okay.
I mean, this is lovely to be able to use the mussels as a spoon themselves and like scoop up the sauce. It's a lovely thing.
I can imagine this actually being rather nice on the table with all your family and friends and sharing this.
Oh, it was a real joy. This is a real treat if we got this. So it was amazing. Nice fresh crunch of bean sprouts in that. These guys are only going to get half of one each. Wedge a lime. Just to squeeze on there. And your tofu. And now this tofu, you just pop it around. And this will soak up that sauce. So when you eat them.
You just dip it into the sauce
Dip it
almost
in,
and just eat it like that as well.
Absolutely. And now all you got to do is try it now.
Well, it'd be a shame not to, wouldn't it?
Yeah. See how they go. The salmon skin's so crunchy.
I was going to say that's actually it's just it just on the spoon itself has just been really, really nice actually. So excuse me, there's no delicate way of doing this. It's just going to. Oh,
That's really good.
that is really, really great. Absolutely superb.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.